The things that I wish that I knew before I started my own singing academy and school. I wish I desperately knew these things because I would be a lot further on now if I did. Let's get stuck into it. The hard early days. Now, I was very fortunate that I was living with my parents, and I actually started my first singing school at the back of my parents' garage. So I actually turned the garage into a singing studio. Then I was also teaching from a musical instrument store in the city on Russell Street in Melbourne. And I would commute there Thursdays and Fridays, set up my gear and teach there. And then Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays teach from my parents. The things that I wish that I knew back then. Number one is overall lack of knowledge about what I was doing. I was basically just learning as I went. The main point is that my marketing, it was okay, but I got better at it. You got to think that was the 90s. It's a lot different now where everything is online. The 90s, it was very manual. We had to go and hang flyers up at universities, rehearsal studios, performance venues. It was a lot different. The number one point is that I wish that I could have marketed a lot better than what I basically did then, because I spent a lot of time and a lot of money really marketing in an old school way. But we became very successful. It took a lot of time and a lot of energy. I really wish that I also focused more so on becoming a great teacher as quickly as I can, because the quicker that you can raise your prices and your value is worth more, the quicker that you're going to become more successful and make a great living out of it. Now, my private lessons are in triple figures now, so they're $100 for a 30-minute class. And that's what I basically command. And I don't need to teach the volume of students that I needed to teach before. And I didn't need to teach 5 days a week. I can only teach a couple of days and still make a very, very good living out of teaching a couple of days on the price rate that I'm offering. So I wish that I had worked on myself more as a teacher and got my skills and upskilled myself as quickly as I possibly could to get to a higher price point. That was very, very, very important, and I wish that I did that. I wish that I had a system that I could have followed to do with marketing. It was very important. To do with picking the right location. That is so important. If you're not in a good location, you can forget about making any money as a singing teacher, because most singing lessons and most students want to come to you and have face-to-face lessons. If you're not in a great area, or it's not easily accessible, you're going to struggle to make money. I wish that I had documented my syllabus from the very first day that I taught. Now, everything at Vox Singing Academy is documented. Every single procedure we have a training video for. I wish that I documented it from the very start so I could follow and start building my syllabus from the very get-go. But that really didn't happen until I was about 5 or 6 years into my teaching, where I said I need to follow a definite syllabus that's going to work. The other one is a CRM. Again, it's more of a modern thing. When computers came in, CRM is a customer relations management tool. Basically, it's a digital diary where we put all of our students, all their notes, when they're coming in, what time their lesson is, how many weeks they've got left on their term. It's a fantastic tool. But the number one point is teaching online. It was a really big thing in the 90s. We couldn't really teach online. I did teach online in the late 90s, probably maybe 97 or 98. I taught on a thing called Jitsi. So that was a fantastic tool. I actually thought that that was an amazing face-to-face online tool to teach lessons from. But that were the things that I wish that I had from an earlier time, so I could have taught online lessons earlier, and that would have definitely helped me out greatly. The value of procedures, technology, and a team. Now, procedures are basically everything. Basically, being consistent and having amazing procedures will make you a very successful singing teacher. At Vox Singing Academy, we have a procedure. And a training video for every aspect of Vox Singing Academy so that we can give the best value to our franchisees and get them up and running as quickly as we can. And they can always go back and refer to this amazing library of information at any time. Technology. You need to use technology to your advantage. Using AI is very important, particularly for marketing. It's really, really important. Online singing lessons. The quality of online singing lessons have greatly improved with internet speed and different formats. Having a CRM so that you can manage your business and your students and keep up with invoices really makes things a lot easier, okay? Marketing. I personally think that marketing, this day and age, is a lot harder than when I first started in the 90s. Actually, I don't think so. It 110% is, because you're competing with everyone else, and anyone else can go and do Google ads and do YouTube videos and Facebook ads and be a really, really awful bad teacher, but still get in front of a lot of eyeballs and get a lot of students because their marketing is good. And there are a lot of products that are like that. McDonald's is probably one where it's just an awful, awful product, but their marketing is phenomenal. It's second to none. Everyone knows about McDonald's. It's always marketed on all the platforms, all the time, so everyone knows about it. But marketing is harder this day and age because there's a lot of competition. In the 90s, when I first started, it was basically the yellow pages, print media, and you had to go up and hang up flyers at rehearsal studios, musical instrument stores, universities, secondary education colleges, streets, the bohemian streets. And that's how the best singing teachers became great. And that's how we became great and really forged our reputation, is by that hard work. Technology has also helped us by recording files, recording scales, so that students can go home and practice these files, whether it be on audio or video. So this is an absolute game changer as well too. And we're really looking forward to doing virtual reality lessons when that is available, and even using AI to help us with our singing lessons as well too. Now, the strength of a team is very, 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 very important. There is strength in numbers. You can't do everything by yourself, particularly if you want to expand and make a really good living. I'm talking like $150,000+ a year. The Vox Singing Academy team will definitely give you security. It will give you the brand, a reputable brand that's impeccable, has an impeccable reputation since 1993. You have all of our knowledge since that time, how to market properly in today's world, how to book people and how to liaise with students, how to give them result-driven singing lessons so that they keep coming back and that they also tell their friends how good you are. And that's the best form of a reference or a testimonial that you could possibly have, is word of mouth. Now, strength in numbers with Vox Singing Academy is really going to help you and your brand. And SEO, which is so important, search engine optimization. Vox Singing Academy dominates within Australasia regarding search engine optimization for the keywords of singing lessons and singing tuition. My advice, this is my honest advice to anyone that's thinking about starting a singing school academy, and if you want to make a full-time living out of it, if you want to do it just part-time and make some part-time money, you can go and do that. And that's what most singing teachers do, is they just get by and they've got another full-time gig or other gigs that are going to be helping them out to provide, to put money on the table. But if you're wanting to make a full-time living out of being a singing teacher, and not just an average living, I'm talking $150,000 to $200,000 a year, I would 100% think about buying a Vox Singing Academy franchise. I wish that I had the opportunity to buy a Vox Singing Academy franchise when I first started. I was speaking to one of my marketing team, Dean and Sam, and I said the exact same thing to them. I said, I wish that I didn't have to do all this and talk to you marketing guys and do all the back end heavy work that I have to do to keep Vox Singing Academy going. I wish I could just have a franchise, or I just go in and teach, do a little bit of social media, and really enjoy the fruits of life. And that's my honest opinion. And I'm putting this down on video here, and I'm not lying about Sam and Dean, and they know exactly the frustrations that I've been going through. Starting off by yourself is very, very hard, as I've already gone over at the start of the video. It's really hard to get momentum, but it's even harder to maintain it. So once you've built up some clientele, it's hard to keep that consistent clientele so they're continually giving you money week in, week out, and not just a little bit of money, but to make a phenomenal living from being a singing teacher. This also goes for SEO, search engine optimization. If your search engine optimization drops down and you're not ranking on the first page, when someone searches for singing lessons, you can forget about making money. So you have to make sure that your website is really pumping for search engine optimization, and using AI for this is really, really important. And Vox Singing Academy is up on top of this right as we speak, and that's why we're dominating in Australasia, is because of this, and also because of our marketing experience as well too. So if you're interested in taking the leap and becoming a Vox Singing Academy franchisee, we would love to have you on board. We have a proven business model that works, and it has been working. It's been refined since 1993. You got the security of us helping you every step of the way. You've got the brand, an amazing Vox Singing Academy brand since 1993 that's taught lots of major label recording, famous people with major label recording contracts, plus hundreds of five-star Google and Facebook reviews. So if you're wanting to join the team, we'd love to speak to you and hope to see you on a call soon. Check out the links below. Peace. Bye-bye.